What's up, guys? And so, Ahsoka episode 7 is finally here, and I gotta say, I thought that this was another great episode. I thought it was so good. It like sets the stage for what we're about to be in store for the finale, especially with everyone coming together, and even well as cameos, even with those like great action-packed fight scenes, especially with those lightsaber fights, and just so much more, including for Ezra and Sabine's chemistry as well. And in this video, this will be my full reaction and review for Ahsoka episode 7, and for what we're about to expect in the finale, especially for the Rebels and Clone Wars fans out there as well. And so, if you're new, and then be sure to subscribe and click the bell. So what's up on future videos like this. So let's get into it. Especially going into this episode, I thought the show was off to a great start. It's especially within the middle of the season where it felt like a full-on live-action Clone Wars, and even in the last episode, we got the live-action debut of both Thrawn and Ezra Bridger, and I thought that was great as well. But even going into this episode, I thought it really did feel like Rebels, especially with everyone coming together, and even with like everything that has happened from now up to this point, lead up to the finale, and even with like not going any side quests, and just like continue on the story of the way that the show and the story and the way that it's told. And now, with the whole purpose of this episode is, of course, with Thrawn, who has returned and who is really becoming powerful, and he's about to finish off what he started, and with Thrawn, who has debuted in live action for Lars Mikkelsen, things like the best thing that we've ever seen in the show, and that's what this entire episode is like about. And with everyone that looking for each other and like coming together, so that they can like defeat Thrawn once and for all. And like even in the scene right here, that where we can see Ahsoka training for a fight, especially to defeat Thrawn, we get a cameo from Anakin Skywalker's Hayden Christensen, and plus I love that they brought him back, especially for the scene, for like a little voiceover, and even with bringing him back for the show. And they think that the best thing that's ever happened, and we hear this line from him. I know you can do Ahsoka, and I feel like this is like the best scene that ever happened, especially as these were back in the Clone Wars days, for when Anakin was training Ahsoka. And even with all the action that we're seeing here, especially for what it's provided us, and I just love the action that is definitely thrown in here. I definitely enjoy all of it. It's especially in space, well, the ships and everything else. But even in the scene right here, and now that Thrawn is aware, and with Ahsoka's master, like he names like General Anakin Skywalker, and even with Thrawn knowing Ahsoka's history and who she was trained with, and essentially like and now with like Thrawn and knowing all about her, and now like Thrawn will definitely defeat her for sure. And now, especially in the scene right here, that we can see that with Ezra and Sabine having a conversation, and I just love their chemistry together on screen ever since we saw them reuniting, and now even with them having a conversation, especially with Ezra trying to tell Sabine what he missed out on after he was gone for years, and everyone thought that he was dead, but now with Ezra, who was messed out on everything, and with Ezra, who wants to go home to reunite with everyone, and then now especially with Thrawn, who is now returned. Now everyone is preparing a fight with him. And then we see this moment right here when Ezra and Sabine are about to be attacked, and they have to fight. And then with Sabine tries to give Ezra a lightsaber, and he says like he didn't need it, but he'll let Sabine keep it. And with this Sabine, he really didn't need Ezra to have his lightsaber, but then he says he really wants to use the Force at all I need, because back in Rebels, like he did use the Force, and like it was something that she said that she's gonna more than that, and I think this was just the moment right here. with this ending right here and how it sets stage for the finale is with everyone coming together and as what Ezra, Sabine, and Ahsoka, and then we see Ahsoka reuniting with Ezra since Ezra disappeared and everyone thought that he was dead, and now with a Shin here and with Ahsoka that was trying to help her, and with Shin she just ran away, and then with Ezra that he says I can finally get to go home now and reunite with his family, as you saw throughout the days from Star Wars Rebels, and now with everyone coming together, and now with Thrawn who was a center stage for a showdown, and now in the finale I guess we're basically everyone coming together in some sort of little Rebels action and even to defeat Thrawn. So my final thoughts on this is I think we're about to be in store for one heck of a finale, so especially with everyone coming together and even Thrawn who has returned, and now with the showdown, especially as it's about to happen in the finale, and even with Ahsoka who's gone through training with Anakin about to prepare for her fight, and even with Balin and possibly Shin involved as well. Even for what we're about to see in the finale, I think it's going to be something huge, and how it will conclude the show, and the fact that this is coming out the week of Loki season 2, and we're about to have a lot of content, and even with Marvel and Star Wars content as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the finale and so much more. And so that is going to be it for this video, and let me know if you guys us in the comments below what your thoughts on episode 7 of Ahsoka if you've seen it, and give me a rating to 1 out of 10. Give this video a like and subscribe and turn on notification bell for future videos. And also follow my social, which are linked down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.